The song she speaks soulful, man, of course, definitely kind of brings life out to it, right? And it's weekend, feel good radio. That's Mitch and Match actually bringing out the light to you, right?
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's about the Jilla, of course. It's 30 going after 11, and finally we've got the gentleman. I don't know if it's a plane that has landed or the car that has came, or probably the bike that has actually spurred into it, or he just came running all the way. So we were promising peeps around here that going to be having the UK boy or dude the whole man. But whatever the case, man, the gentleman is finally here, and of course we should be done. And yeah, pass it on, right? Isn't it, Mitch? Two. Yeah, of course, before Jella, we had a push and clean from Mr. Dr. Dre, or Dr. Dre. Can you say Dr. Mr. Doctor?
Mr. Doctor.
Mr. Dr. Dre or Mr. Doctor or just Dr. Dre.
That's a new
Whatever.
one, Mr. Doctor. I like that
Mr.
one.
Dr. Dre. You know what I mean? Because the doctor knows anything, right? That's it, man. That's the voice we're gonna be with. I don't know whether to call you friend of our country or probably your roots are from Zambia.
I'm a child of Zambia, that's what I call myself.
Child of Zambia, like that. Alright. Of course, the big introduction is going to be coming a little later. But yeah, man, what are the full names?
Pardon?
Full names.
Full names. My full government name is Malamushi Chilufia Mwense.
Gonna smile some typical Bemba in here.
I'm from a copper belt, so what do you expect?
Yeah, I get it. Alright, so this gentleman I was actually, waiting for the past 2 hours.
Wow.
And it's finally come.
Thank you,
We're
thank
talking business, of course, business in the sense of, hip hop in this kind of game, music at large, well, entertainment in all softness. So I'm sure we touch quite pendant angles in the world of entertainment, and just kind of introduce yourself out to the southern hemisphere of Zambia. But, you're guaranteed most that you are broadcasting in the circle on 88.5. We are here on 95.1, Choma 88.9, Livingston City 87.7, and then we're at Zimba 93.8. Where Mitch comes from, huh? All right, so you need to get us which one did I get most? Chilufia.
Yeah, Chilufia. That's my middle name.
That's your middle name.
Everyone calls me Mala.
Mala.
Short for the first name, Malamushi.
Malamushi. Malama, there's Malamushi.
Let's just keep it Mala.
Mala, right. Yeah, I know because the shortcut itself, we're just like, I think discussing names early on, right? And, I say I don't like people that will shorten my name to call me Macha. Yeah, I'm cool with Machamanda. And I like it when people struggle. I like
Machamanda.
Yeah.
It rolls off the tongue though, man. How can you struggle?
Yeah. But it's easy, I know. Because I understand your kind of background out there. But others say Chamanda. You know what I mean? So let's get personal, dudes. So, yeah. I should understand, of course, you were born and raised in South Africa, but of course...
I was born and bred here in Zambia, in the south of Africa.
What's the state's name? King Jack?
King Jack. It used to be Jack Frost, but I've switched. I was part of a group called Frontliners in UK, and as I embark on this new solo path, I'm just trying to reinvent myself, so I changed the name to King Jack because I feel like I've mastered my craft now.
Yeah.
And I believe we're all kings and queens.
So it's Jack, not the Jack, but the Jack.
J-A-K, it's
Yeah.
something different.
Yeah, I understand. So what does that mean?
We used to do different things back in the days. You're familiar with the expression Jack,
Yeah, of course.
jacking people and this and that other. Yeah, we used to be heavy in the streets back in the days and whatnot, so that's where that name came from.
Yeah, because I was getting a little worried. If we say King Jack, obviously, I think the common man is going to understand as J-C-K, that's different as J-A-K.
Yeah.
And, from the roots and fibers, of course, you would understand that from the hip-hop and this gentleman was a big rap on the streets at some point.
I used to do a little something.
Okay. And then after Zambia, after Big Bone and whatnot, you raised where?
I was raised in Kitwe. I was born in Wancham, raised in Kitwe, and just before my 9th birthday, my father got posted in London.
Right.
So I've been gone for 20 years, and I've been back 2.5 months, so I'm just trying to get some awareness of the fact that I make music. I'm Zambian. I've got an established fan base, so to speak, in my genre back in UK. But I wanna do something from where I'm from.
Right. So 20 years of being absent out from your country. Are you even familiar with what's going on at the moment? Really?
Oh, not really. Like politically and
Have
things
you
like
ever
that.
scope or to study the Zambian scenario musically?
Yeah, there's a couple guys I listen to even from back there. Like I respect quite a few artists in this game in terms of whether it's their art or their hustle. Like Pompey, I think is the most artistic and most versatile for me. Like I enjoy listening to him.
Right.
I respect Slap D's hustle and his grind, and I also respect Mac2's authenticity. Because like coming from a similar background, like I don't have to understand what he's saying to know what he's saying is
exactly.
It's not just words, like he's talking what he's done.
Right. Yeah. So 20 years at the age of 9, I'm trying to figure out now. Looks like even calling you Zambian is just by virtue of you being born here, but you spent most of the time in the UK.
I'm back though now, right?
Yeah, of course, like 2 months and a half only. Yeah, and we've been here like all these 20 years talking about. So, well, but I understand you're still Zambian. But anyway, tell us about music in the UK, more especially the influence of Zambians also trying to penetrate in the other end. There are these annual events that take place off on the other side. I think I've got my friend who's quite instrumental in ensuring that Zambians, all perform in the UK every independence.
Yeah.
His name is Marlon Cousin. I don't know if you've met him.
No.
Yeah, he's actually pushed quite a number of artists to go and perform in the UK. So how did they just kind of accept, or how did you kind of penetrate in the industry itself, being Zambian and then that side?
I think with me, the best way to say it is the main reason why I've come back to Zambia is I feel like during that 20 years, I felt like I kind of lost myself a bit and forgot my identity.
Right,
so,
in the UK.
like, for me, it wasn't a thing like, I wasn't pushing myself as a Zambian artist. I was pushing myself as an artist. And
just an artist.
My accent is British, so I just automatically blended in. I didn't really used to champion the flag like I should do. Shame on me, but that's why I'm trying to make all that right now and start from here and take it back.
Yeah. Hip hop in Zambia, let me say, like you brought in the aspect of accents. How do you think you're gonna fit in? We had Crisis Festival who actually set the pace in Zambia, and he had all these critics coming on him and saying, he's not real, he's not what. Just how have you kind of studied the whole environment at the moment?
From what I study, like basically, everyone likes to make music in their mother tongue, basically, and the most popular artists recording Bemba and Yanja. And I can speak Bemba, I know a couple words, but I think for me it's just when someone is here and raps in English or with an American accent, it is fake. There's no credibility to that because you're not being real and music's supposed to be real. So if someone gets criticized for that, like I can't really say nothing about that. But in terms of me, like this is me. I'm not putting on an accent.
No. Sometimes accents could actually get to do with environments.
True.
So probably you gotta be in a product of your own environment at that period of time when you're growing up.
I hear
and
that.
then you come to mingle with some local community like here, and then people find it pretty hard to accept like where's he coming from.
But
when you've been in Zambia all this time.
I feel if you're a Zambian artist, you should make, even when you do use other influences, it's important that you keep your language in your music, isn't it?
Right. So what are you talking about in the song?
A bit of everything. Pain, love, hustle, grind, worries, fears, happiness. I just cover life.
And how many tracks have you done so far?
In terms of as a group, we're like 5-6 mixtapes deep, and I'm on my first solo out at this time, which is a 15-track EP/album called VSOP.
Right. Standing for?
Vintage Sound of Poetry. The whole concept came from the expensive brandies. You can tell I'm a drinker, right?
I'm seeing you here.
The expensive brandies, they take 4 years to mature, and I took by the time this album drops, I took almost a 4-year, not like gap, but not putting too much out there. So this album is basically like my version of a VSOP brandy, because a VSOP is a stamp that a brandy gets after it's had the 4 years to mature and it's classed as top grade, but then it actually stands for Vintage Sound of Poetry in China.
Cool.
My project, because I feel like everyone wants to make people dance and club and all this, and I feel music should be like poetry.
Yeah.
And you should tell a story and you should cover all emotions and not just party. So that's what this body of work is trying to do.
Right. Got a joint out here, man. I'm gonna be listening. Our first touch titled "I Feel the Same."
Feel the same. Shout out to Margaret and Barry. That's my girl. This one's for you.
Really?
Yeah.
She's around town.
Yeah. I move fast, man. I move fast.
Just in 2 months and half, you got one.
Yeah. Trying to get married.